everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be creating a Halloween look for you guys. Halloween's not really something I have ever personally celebrated in my lifetime. I've actually never been to a Halloween party. I've never really gone trick-or-treating or done anything like that. I definitely buy the chocolates and the lollies for the kids now who come to my house and, you know, do trick-or-treat, but I personally have never really partaken in any of that sort of thing. So yeah, this is the first time that I have ever, that I'm ever going to use liquid latex, that I'm ever going to use like special effects stuff. So I'm a little bit nervous. I do have some fake blood sitting in front of me and it's kind of like, it's very nerve-wracking. Anyway, this look is heavily influenced by this photo. Let me actually just bring up her name. It'd be good if I had done this earlier, but you know what I'm like. Super organized with this stuff. Okay, so this look was created by the Instagram handle Chelsea Drugan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Apologies if I'm not. I will link her Instagram in the description down below. Yeah, I came across this look in my feed and I was like, this is so cool, and I got so inspired by it, and I thought, you know what, yeah, we're gonna recreate this look today for you guys. Now, I'm not gonna do the same as what she's done here, so I'm going to do it a little bit differently, but yeah, it's heavily, the look that I'm about to create is heavily inspired by this photo, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay, hair's back because I'm terrified of getting like liquid latex in my hair, so that would be a moment. The reason why I was so inspired by this look is because I personally love to play cards. I always have. I grew up playing cards. Sounds really bad, but I definitely did. I learned from a very young age. And yeah, I've just always enjoyed playing. So when I saw this, I was like, yep, this is the look. If I'm going to do a Halloween look, this is the look that I want to do. So where do I even begin? I think what we're going to start with is the latex placement. So yeah, super nervous for this, but that's fine. It's going to be great. All right. For my liquid latex today, I have got the SFX liquid latex by Makeup Revolution. So this was really cheap. I think this cost me like $5 from Priceline. So, you know, yeah, it's really inexpensive. The other thing that I'm going to be using to apply this liquid latex are just these little sponges, like these little triangle sponges. These are also super inexpensive, and you can get a whole packet like this from Kmart for about $3. So it was really important for me to make sure that when I created this look, it was going to be something that was, inexpensive, because nobody wants to spend a lot of money creating this kind of thing for a one-day event. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm actually going to do is, with the card placement, I'm just going to show you guys some that I prepared earlier. So a little bit different to the photo, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place these. These are just plain cards. Again, I went to Daiso. I picked up I got 2 packs of cards for like $3. So again, super cheap. And I've just literally tore the bottom off them. And I'm holding them together with a little bit of sticky tape on the back, and I'm going to roughly place them, I'm thinking about here, thereabouts. That's where I'm sort of aiming for it to go. So that's where I'm going to have the, hang on, let me look at this properly. Yeah, so I think about there is where I'm going to have it, kind of like a semi-crown on the side, and that's where I'm going to essentially put the liquid latex. Okay, so getting this placement right, obviously, is going to be fairly important. So I think I want it to go about here. Always looks different in the monitor versus my mirror, but anyway, that's fine. So I'm thinking about here, so I'm just gonna like semi sketch out where I think I need the latex to be. So that's essentially where I'm thinking the latex placement is gonna go. Nothing wrong with, you know, sketching it out. I think it's super important. The other thing that I'm gonna do is have a couple of pieces coming out from my cheek. I'll probably rip this a bit better, I think, but maybe I'll have her like coming out from about here, I think. So maybe about like there. And then I've got another bit that's gonna come from my neck. So about here. Or like, should I have it like literally here, I think. I think that'd be cooler. So once you've got that placement down, I'm literally just gonna open up this latex. This is crazy. What am I doing? Honestly. All right. And just, oh my God. Here we go. I'm not even squeezing this, guys, so it like comes out really easily and very, very liquidy, as you can see. So I'm just going to take our little triangle and I'm just going to start to blend this out a bit. Okay, first bit of latex is down. Gonna take a bit of tissue paper. It's just a bit of tissue. And I'm gonna turn this into one ply, just like that. And literally just place it straight over the latex. And then rip it. Okay, first layer done. So now we're just going to literally take the latex again, put it straight over that tissue that we just laid down. Be careful not to get the latex in your hair as well, like it's just going to stuff it right up. So be very, very careful with that. So I'm literally just going to let that settle for a second. Also guys, really important to use a disposable sponge like this when you're doing it. Don't use any brushes. Don't use any good sponges that you might own, like a Beautyblender or anything like that. It will destroy the latex will completely destroy them. So just be super careful to just make sure that you're using whatever you use, make sure it's disposable is basically what I'm saying. The other thing as well is it can be like you don't want it to be perfect. You want the edges to be really rough, so don't worry when you're ripping it off. It doesn't, certainly you don't want like a perfect line or anything like that. You want it to be really rough. The other thing as well is if you have like cotton wool, that would be so much better. Unfortunately, I just forgot to buy some and don't have any in the house, so there's that. But again, it's all about the texture, so don't be too concerned. Okay, so while I'm just going to let that dry, super important, of course, guys, for you to let the latex and the tissue thoroughly dry before you do anything else to your skin. So whilst that's all going on, oh my God, no, it's okay, it's not in my hair. I genuinely feel when I take this off later tonight, it is going to hurt a lot, but that's okay. So now what I want to do is create a really sharp, intense winged liner. So while this is drying, let's go ahead and do that. To start with, I'm going to take some, look at that self-tan. I don't even have tanner on, but I managed to have it on my hand. Just, my life's a mess. Okay, so taking some sticky tape, and we're just going to apply this under, slightly just under our lash line, lower lash line. Okay, so once you have the sticky tape laid down, try and obviously keep it as even as possible. We want to go in with some liner. Now, this is the new Huda Beauty eyeliner she's just come out with. I've only used this once. I used it the other day. I have a love-hate relationship already with this product. So I'm just going to show you. On one side, you have got the pencil, which I really, really do like. So it's just like standard gel pencil. And on the other side, you have got a liquid liner. Now, can you see, focus, can you see how chunky that is already? I just don't understand. But the other thing with this as well to keep in mind is it dries down very quickly. It is probably the blackest liner I've ever used in my entire life, and I love it for that, but it is a bit fiddly to use, and I find that I get it on my lashes as well, which is a fun time. But you guys will see what I'm talking about. So here we go. It just, see how thick it goes? Oh, I just don't know. It's not my most even job of liner, but once I throw a lash on, I think it'll be fine for what we're doing anyway. Okay, so now it's foundation time. So today I'm just going to be using the Beautyblender foundation. This is in the shade number 1.6. And I am, as you can see, I have taken a fair amount of this, just considering the amount of area that we need to cover. To start with, I'm going to be taking my Sigma. This is just my curved kabuki brush, which apparently has got some sticky tape on it. Cool. All right, I'm going to be taking this brush and just starting to buff this into the skin and over where we've done the latex. Now I'm just going to take my Beautyblender and just take any extra foundation I might have left and just sort of go over everything and just, you know, smooth everything out a little bit. Alright, so from there, we need to conceal. So now we're just going to take some concealer. You guys are probably not surprised that I'm using Shape Tape. And this is in the shade Light. I'm literally just going to conceal the absolute you-know-what out from under my eyes. Okay, so once you're all concealed and you've got all that down, take not your best powder, but your best powder, if you know what I mean. I love Coty Airspun. It is just so good. It's so cheap and it's just such a great setting powder. So yes, it does have an overwhelming scent, but if you can get over that bit, it's so worth it. So just gonna take a decent amount of this and literally just set every part of our face with this powder. Okay, so once that's all set, we're just going to dust the powder off just using a really big powder brush. This one here is by Morphe and it's part of the Jaclyn Hill brush collection. I absolutely love it. It's so soft and it's massive and it does the job very well. I really enjoy it. Okay, so now we're just going to bronze like we normally would. Alright, so for blush, I'm not going to use a lot, but just a little bit I think. I'm going to take the new Hourglass. Oh, this is such a pretty palette, like, please. Hello, good morning, how are you doing? Going to be taking this one right here, which is, what number is this? When did I say that one? So this is number 3. So this is the Strobe blush in Lucid Glow. I'm only going to take a really tiny amount of this. So just a little bit on the, wow, that's a lot. You guys know I'm terrible. I always put too much on. But I just want, see what I mean? Just a touch. Just like a kiss of blush. Nothing too like crazy, just because the whole look is about to be really crazy, so that will do. All right, now it's time to sort out these cuts. So I've got some tweezers here. As you can see, they're the ones with the really sharp pointy end, and I'm just going to start, let's start with the top one, probably in about the center here, and I'm just going to sort of dig into it and sort of see if I can cut it. Okay, so I've got some scissors. Do be really careful with this part. Obviously you don't want to cut yourself. And I'm just gonna because we don't want it to be like too perfect either. But those tweezers just aren't doing it.
She had no children, only dogs. And if you see her in your dreams, be sure you never, ever scream.
So far, I think so good. Now I'm just going to quickly check my stencil to see where we're at, how much more I need to cut. It looks like a fair bit. because I really want that to sort of sit in. So, okay, so for this bit now, I'm just going to add some more latex, and that's going to essentially be the glue for the cards, I hope. So just very carefully peeling this back. And just placing it in there like that. Again, gonna take our trusty sponge and just get all those points happening. Ooh. Again, can't stress enough, get your hair out of the way. You do not want your hair in this latex. And again, because this is fairly sticky stuff and it dries fairly quickly, you do need to sort of try and move fast. Feeling pretty good. That is stuck in. Hooray. All right, now let's move on to the next one. I think let's do this one, shall we? This is so nerve-wracking, guys. Like, I can't even explain to you. You really need to take your time with it. Okay, I'm telling you right now, this one by far out of all of them hurt the absolute most. Like a lot. So what I think I might do, because I've never like literally done this before, as I was saying earlier, I'm going to actually try the fake blood first in this wound, because I'm just wondering whether I should have done that in these ones, but I think I can fix it. And my camera just died. This is going to be a long video. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to apply some of this fake blood to this wound that I've just carved out for ourselves. Oh my God, okay. This is going to potentially be disastrous. Oh, oh gosh. Oh, yep. I wonder how much this is going to stain. All right. So now I obviously still need to stick this card in. So now I'm just going to take some more latex straight over the blood. And then we're just going to stick this card right in. Alright, just going to let that dry down, and while that's drying down, I'm going to redefine this extra cut that we made, and then we're going to add some blood, and hopefully this will not be a huge fail. Okay, so I did pick up this like little spongy thing from Daiso as well. And I'm just going to use this to create more of like a spluttered sort of blood effect. So as you can see, I'm just super carefully putting the blood on this sponge just like that. And then I'm just going to start to dot it. Love Halloween. so far, so good, I think. I literally have got blood everywhere of my hands though, so I hope this comes off easily. Daiso, don't let me down. Okay, we are back. So my camera died for like the 15th time. So whilst it was charging again, I've just quickly gone ahead and added a lash on, and I did some liner underneath, and I also smoked it out using the Bloodsugar palette by Jeffree Star, and I just mixed, what was it, Prick and Cherry Soda, so these two shades right here. Mixed those together and just sort of smoked my lower lash line out. So far I'm pretty happy with how this is all looking. Now I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. This is the MAC liner in the shade Brick. So just going to go ahead and do that quickly. Only done a really rough job because now we're going to go ahead and add this on top. So this is by Smashbox. I unfortunately don't know the name of this, but I know that you can get it. It's just this incredible, I mean, look at that. It's this amazing metallic red lip. So just going to quickly apply this over top. Like you can, you see what I'm saying? It's so beautiful. Okay, I feel like this is looking really, really cool. Do I want to do a bit of blood coming down here? I sort of want to. Do I do it? I don't know. I think I'm going to. This is so nerve-wracking because my God, this can go wrong so quickly. Let me go and get changed and get the rest of this blood off my fingers, and I'll be right back. So here we are with the final look, guys. I have to tell you, I am pretty impressed with myself. I have never done anything like this before. I have never played with liquid latex or fake blood or anything like this before in my life. So for a first attempt, I think this is actually looking kind of cool. A massive shout out again to Chelsea de Groon. I think that's how you say her name. This is her photo again that I found on Instagram. She was a huge inspiration behind this look. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I hope you guys like it. It took me about 2 hours to create, and I think that, you know, if you're somebody who's never really played with latex before and you know, you're wanting to give it a go, and maybe you're going to a Halloween party this year, I don't know, this is something like, this is a pretty simple look, and I think it looks, you know, overall aesthetically, I think it looks pretty awesome, and it looks like, you know, maybe it looks a little bit more complicated than what it actually was to recreate. So yeah, overall I have to say I'm pretty impressed with myself. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more. I upload at least once every week, usually on a Saturday. I know this video is late, apologies. If you are interested in any of the products that I did use today, I will be sure to leave them all listed down below. And leave me some comments, guys. Let me know. Are you going to a Halloween party this year? What are you going as? Let me know down below. I love to hear from you as always. And that's it. I'll see you all in the next one. Mwah. Bye, guys.